1.
Good morning, everybody. I want to take a chance to introduce you to some relatives of mine. This is Dustin Carkuff and his son William Carkuff. William has been doing some kart racing for about a year and a half and has done really well. I've been keeping up with him on Facebook and watched him. But it's a really cool race he's getting ready to do for some autistic kids. And I'm gonna let Dustin, his father, talk a little bit about what William's been up to and some of the struggles they've had and how well he's progressed in this racing. So, Dustin, you want to tell us a little bit about what you've been up to with William for the last year and a half?
Yeah, Jeremy, what happened is guy brought a go-kart into my shop and traded it to me, and then he said, why don't you take your son out there and let him race? Well, he'd been riding around the house in the yard cart and four-wheelers and everything else. I said, why not? Well, we got him into the racing. He did really good at it, and he was racing up at the Clark County 4-H Fairgrounds and several other tracks around the area. And he's progressed so much that he's running small block open and run what you brung carts. William come to me after about 8 months of racing and goes, Dad, I want to thank you for letting us, for getting me into racing. He said, before I was racing, I was really depressed and didn't know what I was going to do. Well, when that happened, it tore me and Mom's our hearts out. William struggled a lot with bullying through the schools and whatnot because he has Asperger's, which is a high-functioning form of autism. Well, William's going to be racing at the Wayne Overton Memorial Race in Dumpling Valley, Tennessee at the Burrs Fall Nationals. He'll be running a small block open. We decided to do a kart for this race purely for autism awareness. We decided not to have any sponsors on the kart, and what we wanted to do is we wanted to add autistic people's names to each of the puzzle pieces that the kart's being wrapped in. There's a brand new body, brand new wrap, everything going on this kart just for this race. Jeremy has decided to pick up several of the spots for people that can't afford to purchase a spot, and we were doing it on a donation base period, but my wife and I decided we would not turn anybody down that wanted to put their name on the cart. Since we posted it, we've had over 80 people ask to have their names put on a puzzle piece of the cart, and we will put every name on that puzzle piece.
Is that autistic kids that are going to get to put their name on the card?
It's young adults and autistic children. We don't care if it's an Asperger's, high-functioning form of autism, or even the highest cases of autism. We want these kids and these young adults to see that autistic people can do anything that anybody else can. What happens is the outpouring that I've got on a post that I did, which I've shared with Jeremy, people keep asking to add their names, and the stories that they're telling us, my son loves cars and he loves to build stuff and he wants to we would love to have his name. And I'm like, okay, we'll put his name on. So it's
awesome.
It's just, my wife and I decided we wanted to do this to bring awareness to autism and people with neurotypical disorders, because the spectrum of autism is so wide, and you wouldn't know half the people that are autistic from one person to another. So there aren't any two that are alike. Each one is different. William has progressed so much from racing. He goes to the tracks, he talks, he interacts, he's always talking to different people at the track, and they love him there. He feels like this is a comfort place for him, where he doesn't get bullied and picked on, and people respect him and are proud of what he does and what he's accomplished. So when you see something like this happen in your own kid, where he's become more outgoing and more outspoken, something that we've struggled for years to try and get him to deal with, it's been something that's been nothing but a blessing to us. God has been good to us. Me and my wife have supported William through our businesses with his karting, and it's just a very expensive sport, but the value we get out of the sport, the rewards we get from what William has done, is worth all the money that we've spent. We've had a couple people that's helped us out throughout the year and a half, like Diversified Insurance. They threw a sponsorship on the car, which helped us get some tires and stuff. But like I said, again, it's a very expensive sport, so Jeremy's help here and Ward Realty Services by sponsoring these kids is going to help us pay for the body and then maybe pay for the wrap. And all the help we can get is great, and any awareness that comes from this sport to autism is going to be great. This is going to be filmed live. It'll be on, pretty sure, Double Deuce Karting Media. I'm going to go live on Facebook with it, and there's a couple a radio station down in Tennessee that runs this live, and a couple other places that will be doing this event live. This is the biggest event that William has ever been in, and a top 10 finish is great. If he even makes the field, it shows an accomplishment, because these are the best drivers in the world that are racing at this race. William will be the youngest driver in this race. We had to get special permission from the track to even let him run this race. So that in itself shows the accomplishments that he has done and the strides that he is making. William's goal is to become what?
NASCAR Monster Energy Series driver.
That's where he wants to go, and I'm going to try and everything I can to get him to that position.
I think he can do it. I've watched him kart, and he does a really good job. For a young man, he handles himself very well on the track. There's a lot of competition, a lot of older drivers that he's racing with, and I'm very proud of you. You've done great, William. Is there anything that you want to tell the viewers about your favorite thing about doing this?
Well, my favorite thing is just really talking to people and the speed.
That's right, the speed.
The
I like
speed.
that.
You don't like slow cars.
No, that ain't no fun.
That's why I stopped racing plate classes and junior classes. Is I don't really like how slow they are, because I didn't really feel it was that competitive. Because when you're flat footing track, it's hard to be competitive when you're just flat footing around the track.
Mm-hmm.
Because you want to be able to enter your corners and have to slow down, because when you slow down, there's room for people to make an error, and there's room, and when there's room for error, there's room for skill.
Right? Very good. I like that. Well, William, I'm super proud of you. I know Dad and Mom's super proud of you. The family's proud of you. And we're just going to cheer you on. I know our audience will be keeping up with how you do. And, if there's anybody that wants to jump in and help Dustin and his son with this kart, Dustin, what's a good way to get a hold of you?
They can friend me on Facebook, Dustin Carkuff. Be the only one on there. And also, they can look at William's Instagram page, which is #Carkuff Racing Team. That's where we post a lot of the videos and a lot of the pictures of William and what goes on at the tracks, and just little quirky things he does. It's or they can just contact you directly, Jeremy, because they know how easy it is to contact you.
Right. Yeah. So anybody wants to reach out, get involved, get updates, feel free to reach out to me. You can tag yourself on this post or anything you need to do, and we'll be glad to get you in contact with Dustin and William. I don't want to keep everybody, but go ahead.
The race that's happening is October 20th, so not this weekend, but next weekend.
So we got about 2 weeks to be able to help them, and of course, the sooner the better, because they've got to get the cart ready and put it together and get down there. There's fuel, lodging, there's all kinds of expense that goes into just building a race car. So, William, I want to give you this check from Ward Realty. I appreciate you giving me a chance to sponsor you and help you out. You're welcome, very welcome. You've earned it. And I'm just glad to be a part of it. I think it's a good thing you guys are doing here, and I'm super proud of you, man. You're becoming a man really quick, and super proud of you. So stay tuned. Watch for this guy. He's going to show up on a racetrack near you soon. So, William, good luck, buddy, and Godspeed.
Thank you.
All right. We'll talk to you soon.